What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Dylan. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully each and every single one of you are feeling fine and fantastic. Yes, today we're going to react to a requested movie. This is called Elvis. And I know my pajamas, guys, but I don't care. I've just woken up. I'm ready. I'm fresh. And I'm ready to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. But this is Elvis. It was released this year. Not too long ago. I know, like a couple of months ago, I do believe. So my mum is a massive Elvis fan herself. So all the old school Elvis TV series that she used to watch, and black and white Elvis movies and everything like that, guys, every now and then I would watch them with her. But I sort of know the story about Elvis, but I don't know. I truly didn't get that feel of how big he truly was, because I wasn't I wasn't around in that era where he was at his biggest. So no pun intended. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's take a look at the movie. Let's take a look at the story of Elvis. Hopefully it tells us a lot about what he went through and his lifestyle, everything like that. All the burgers he ate every single day. Alright, guys, without further ado, let's jump straight into this. We're going to check this out in full. It's over on Patreon. There'll be a link down in the description down below. Go click on it, guys. It's the best way to support us is over on Patreon. Alright, guys, let's do this. Let's rock and roll. Let's go.
I am the man who gave the world Elvis Presley.
Also, you are the reason why Elvis didn't go around the world. Just stating the obvious right there. You're one of the sole reasons why Elvis didn't go around the world.
The villain of this here story.
Some people will have you to believe that his manager was a...
Colonel Tom Parker was a liar, a cheat, a con man of massive fraud and mismanagement.
Why do you think Elvis wasn't allowed to leave the country and go on tours? Why? He was supposed to tour Australia one time. You know why that is? Because his manager wasn't allowed to leave the country. I'm telling you, Elvis was big, but just imagine what could have happened. Just imagine what could have happened.
He worked Elvis like a mule to support his own gambling addiction.
That's actually facts right there. That's actual facts. What they just stated was actual facts, guys.
Many believe that Colonel Tom Parker was responsible for the death of Elvis Presley.
That is not, that's not solely true. That's not solely true.
The only thing that matters is that that man gets up on that stage tonight.
We gotta remember, we have to remember that Elvis was also partly responsible because he did thrive into that lifestyle, yeah. Oh, here we go. They're gonna paint a beautiful image to the manager, huh?
No, I didn't kill him.
No, he didn't. He didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Elvis Presley. I always knew I was destined for greatness. After the carnival, I moved into the music business. I partnered with one of its biggest stars, Hank Snow, and his hapless son, Jimmy Rogers Snow.
Hot diggity down.
Tell the mayors of these towns that we need a police escort.
That's Tom
for
Hanks.
when he arrives.
What the hell?
New Orleans, we're going to use the loudspeaker to announce you, Hank.
Oh, sure.
Kids all over town are playing it everywhere I go. This fella's on the hayride tonight, after me in the newcomer spot.
In Shreveport?
Shall we play for the 27th time? Got this new Presley.
But it don't matter if you do 10 stupid things, as long as you do one smart one.
Welcome y'all to the Louisiana Hayride. Broadcast.
This is what I told you guys, like, in one of the most recent movies, yeah, that we watched. Back in the day, these carnivals, they were the toxicity of the toxicity when it comes to show business, yeah? Back in the day, they used to do anything to make money, and I mean absolutely anything. Like, they used to humiliate, like, midgets, people that were very, very small, that were born with deficiencies and things like that, and they used to make fun of them and put them behind, like, chains and in cages and all sorts of garbage things, guys, they did. And people loved it. Like that's like people say, oh, humans now are more scum than ever. They were just as scummy, if not more, back in the day. And I'm telling you that right now. Like, imagine if social media was around back 30, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Guys, you would see and be exposed to a whole different world back then. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people recognize what's going on now with the world so much. And I appreciate that. Because there's a lot of people that are living with deficiencies around the world. And people recognize that. A lot of people recognize that. And it's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love that. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you had something like autism back in the day, they put you in a cage and laughed at you for entertainment. I'm telling you guys right now, that's what they did.
The pop jocks keep playing here. Yeah. Country DJs too.
Hey, Elvis Presley, Boom Boom Boys. Yeah, you're up next.
Here. It'll settle your stomach.
What if I forget the words on live radio?
All we got to do about that.
Is that the reason why my grandparents used to say, if you have an upset tummy, drink some Pepsi? Did they get that from Elvis? I swear, my grandparents used to say that back in the day. If you have an upset tummy, drink a Pepsi, and your tummy ache would just disappear. Even now. Guys, I guarantee you, if you have an upset tummy, go drink some Pepsi. Well, probably now Pepsi Max because of the amount of stuff they put in Pepsi. But back in the day, it was Pepsi, yeah? And I think because they used to use stuff that was medicinal. I don't know. My grandparents used to say it all the time, guys. Used to say it all the time.
Jesse, Elvis's twin brother, who died at birth.
I didn't know that he had a twin. I honestly did not know he had a twin. That's sad. I had no idea.
He really believed he was the hero in one of their comic books.
So that explains why Elvis got along with the African Americans. Okay. That explains it, why he got along with everyone. Okay.
Come on, you gotta get on in. They've already announced you on the radio.
How do you know Big Boy Critter?
Get a haircut, Fairy.
A superhero.
Well, you may go to college, come back later on.
I honestly don't know why, man. Don't know why, but Elvis and women, no matter what the woman was like, if she was like, she was not into like that sort of stuff. What you know what I'm talking about? Every woman, I just don't know why, but every woman was obsessed with Elvis. And as soon as he started singing, it's like his voice possessed them. I'm telling you, man, like, those people from the 50s, 60s, somewhat 70s, I'm telling you, man, that was, he got them obsessed. Obsessed.
Please, Lord, don't let him hurt my baby.
Looks like they want to buy him.
That she was having feelings she wasn't sure she should enjoy. She could have eaten him alive. He was my destiny. Right under my nose.
And that's how it began. So far, I absolutely love this. So far, I absolutely love it, guys. Love it. With a capital L, capital O, capital V-E. Love it.
Oh, no, just kidding. And there's a lot going on down on Bill Street tonight.
You ain't nothing but a...
Just why a truck driver from Memphis.
That you ain't no real cool cat.
He was crazy for that Beale Street music.
Goose Tatum.
Beale Street. He had Beale Street stars in his eyes. I just opened the door to our destiny.
I'm just trying to take care of you and Daddy. That's all I've ever cared about.
Do not trust your own goddamn cleverness.
You know, Mama, I was thinking.
See,
maybe
that's
I'll
the
buy you
thing.
one.
Like, I knew his mum had problems, but I didn't realize they were to this extent. I didn't realize his mum was so religious either. I never got told that, or learn about his mum being so religious.
I don't need no pink Cadillac. It's something that can come between us.
And nothing ever gonna do that. You'll always be my bestest girl. I will call you every night.
Wow, so that's weird. If his mum had her way, he wouldn't be the person he was. He flourished into being. All right. See, okay, so if that is facts right there, if that's facts right there, I mean, I'm learning something new inside this movie. So I hope it's facts, and then I'll just add in for the dramatization of the movie itself.
Nothing but nothing.
I love you.
It's gonna come between us.
He wants to record one of your songs.
Oh? Which one?
All of them.
Best not happen when he sings one of my songs.
I'm sure it won't.
New sensation Elvis Presley. He is breaking hearts all over the set.
Never knew how much I care. Fever.
Why don't you try one of these? Put the pep back in your step.
That's what fame. That's what fame can do to an innocent person, right there. Once you have it once, you get addicted. You want more. The lifestyle, the lack of sleep, unhealthy eating. That's an addictive killer right there, guys.
Have crap for him. I shall spend the night in prayer.
That night, I happened to see him.
Come on, hurry up!
From Ferguson.
The roar of the crowd, the life on the road.
Who the hell is this actor? Because his voice, he's played Elvis' voice really, really well. Austin Butler, where have I seen him? I've seen him in a TV series somewhere, and I can't remember. Austin Butler. I'll have to look later.
Allow me to show you. Creatures of the carnival, and I am one myself.
I'm no trickster.
Oh, yes, you are. Recording contracts, television, even Hollywood.
What about Hank Snow?
Hank, he sent me here to fire you. So I will have to leave Hank. We will need a record label with national distribution.
The world needs to hear you sing, Elvis.
And that's weird because the world heard him sing, but the world wasn't able to see him in flesh because of his manager. Now look, this is cool because we've always painted this bad image on his manager, but you see from the beginning how he helped create this sort of Hollywood expansion of Elvis Presley. He didn't create Elvis. Elvis created Elvis. It was him. He became how can I say it, possessed with the Lord himself. And once he had that possession, it was like, that's why all the jerky movements and everything like that, yeah, you saw that. It was like, it started from that religious tent, yeah, from that real religious tent where he first discovered what he wanted to be.
You will have to be free of any entanglements, and the fans need to believe that you are always available.
See, and I'm going to tell you something right there. That's what someone had told me in the past, not to paint the light that I am married and have kids. That's exactly what they said. But I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. I'll tell you guys I'm married. I'll tell you guys I have kids. That's exactly what someone told me when I first started doing videos. Someone told me. Wasn't a friend, wasn't someone that is a family member that I'm associated with. Someone told me that.
Then we will need your parents' legal commitment. And I was thinking Vernon Presley, business manager.
I like it very much, son.
It's gonna turn out so good. Faster than the speed of light to the rock of eternity.
He's good.
What? To the
He's
rock
a
of
good.
eternity?
Captain Marvel Jr.
Have we been Captain Marvel Jr.? Hold up. Captain Marvel Jr.? I think I've just been tipped off what's going to happen in the future.
Elvis Presley has popped out of nowhere. It's another gold record for Elvis Presley. Roger.
I hate Elvis.
In my way of thinking, I love Elvis. That's an easy sell. Those who hate your son will do so whether we profit from it or not. After all.
There you go.
Snowman strikes again.
Yep. That's brilliant, because no matter what you do, you're going to have your haters, yeah? You're going to have your haters no matter what you do, guys. That's brilliant.
Strange things are happening every day.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time.
Tomorrow, all of America will be talking about Elvis Presley.
What are they laughing about?
Elvis Presley.
Of course.
Petition has begun circulating to bar Elvis Presley from television.
Colonel, you put an end to your boy's animal behavior, or we will.
And yet you say to me that racism is worse than it's ever been. Off. Honestly. Like, that's a perfect example right there, guys. Perfect example. I was waiting for this opportunity to pop up right now. Like, honestly, like, everyone just, like, some people just need to just go to hell. I swear to God, man. Like, that. Oh.
Mr. Allen gonna cancel me from the show?
Yes. You just have to put on one of these tails here and sing the hound dog.
Can't figure it out. My own mother approves of what I do.
You want to go into politics? Or shall we stay in showbiz?
And that's the thing, like, yeah, I mean, sometimes it's best to just keep your mouth shut, yeah, sometimes it is, yeah, because what you want to do, what these people want you to do is they want you to get routed up, they want to find an excuse to destroy you, so hey, they literally give you a crap situation, you turn that back around on them. And that's the way of using your brain. Rather than this, your heart, use your brain.
He could have given us some more. I know how to do a skit. I could have made it funny.
I didn't realize they had a dog. They had a dog there.
I like the bit with the dog.
It's the most embarrassing performance of my life, Daddy.
That's one of the reasons why he moved to Vegas, yeah? For that direct entertainment. Yeah? And one of the reasons why he went into movies as well.
You're unhappy!
I'm not!
The way you sing and move, it's God-given.
No matter what I do, no matter how much I give you, it ain't never enough.
Baby!
If you're happy and you want to be happy, guess what? You're at the right place. So just let it all hang out, EP.
See, and that was one of the things back in the day with Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman, people didn't realize this. They were like, oh, this guy's a maniac. This guy's crazy. He's gone messing for a month, blah, blah, blah. But that's because you got to realize when you become that famous, when you become that much of a celebrity, you don't get to be a normal person. You don't get to be who you truly are. You have to be right for the cameras, yeah? And that's show business for you. So a lot of these people, like, a lot of fans, they'll be like, oh, why would they go nightclub and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It's because they can just let they can just let their hair down. They can just be themselves. They can just, you know what I mean? Like, be normal. for at least, you know what I mean, for a little bit, and you understand that, yeah. That's why in the off season for like sports and things like that, you see people just go to nightclubs, you see them go partying and everything like that because they can let their hair down, they can be themselves.
They would love his move.
You've got to be in control, man. You should have your own label like me. Colonel's a smart man. There's got to be another reason.
Oh, our friends at RCA are not going to be happy when they see this. Why didn't he listen to me?
Because it's him.
My dear boy had chosen.
There are a lot of people who want to see him in jail.
There's no way my baby's going to Germany for 2 years.
And this was a true story too. And look, I know a lot of things was fabricated by news outlets to put this bad sort of light on Elvis and his manager. Elvis' manager had to do a lot of dodgy things to avoid Elvis getting into trouble. But it just shows you, like, how far we have come. How far we've got a long way. Yeah, there's going to be some racist assholes out there. Yeah, that's because they're uneducated. If you're stupid, if you're uneducated, you're like literally the racist people in the world are the uneducated people. And I'm telling you that 100%, guys, 100%. Uneducated or grew up around racism. That's it. Yeah. Now, people don't realize this, but people don't realize that Elvis had to deal with racism so much, and it's crazy. From both, from not, I was going to say, he had to deal with racism. He didn't care about what color your skin was. He found the motivation from his hometown, and his hometown was the interaction with the African Americans. That's where he found his inspiration. And yet people didn't realize that. Even the president. It's so crazy. Like, but yet we laud these assholes. We laud these people from the past. Like all these presidents and stuff like that. The man was wiggling on stage. That's it. The man was moving. The man was finding the rhythm. He was being possessed by the music he was singing. He should be lauded and applauded.
Yes, but your papa did go to jail. We may never book another date. The Army could be a brand new start for all of us. Let them cut your hair.
Ah, yeah.
It's gonna be okay, Mom. She worried and drank.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It drove her to the edge.
We need your help.
Yeah.
I can't go out there. I just want to stay here forever.
Now you go and you stand by your papa.
No matter what happens, you stay with me through thick and thin, okay?
Even from himself. My plan, Elvis Presley would return.
And it's funny because they made movies about Elvis going to the army and performing all concerts for the people in the army. That's crazy, eh?
But
what they didn't realize is that this drove the women even more crazy, him going to the army.
Love.
This guy, he's got girls all over the world.
Never met anyone like you.
I hope not.
Colonel's promised me that when I get back, he's going to set me up in Hollywood to be a serious actor.
Promised the captain that you'd get a home by 7.
You no longer want to sing in your films, is that right? You want to be a dramatic actor.
And this is what I said. This is what turned him into movies, bro. I'm telling you right now. This thing happens in your life, things will turn around, and they can turn around quick.
His life became one big Hollywood movie. There was that fairy tale wedding. Introducing baby Lisa Marie.
Dr. King was standing on the balcony of a second-floor hotel room tonight. A shot was fired from across the street.
Made on the new Singer home knitting apparatus.
Is this the best we can do, Admiral?
Now we will see Elvis, the family entertainer.
You don't like it, you can go back to Memphis. Laugh it up, assholes.
You're only really happy when you sing the music you love.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're only truly happy when you do the thing that you truly love.
That's the music that makes me happy.
They're the ones that put James Brown, the Rolling Stones on stage. Thanks for coming.
When I first came to Hollywood, I'd come up here and sit for hours. I really like what you guys did, putting James Brown and the Stones together. I've been lost. And when you're lost, people take advantage.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I need you fellas to help me get back to who I really am. I don't give a damn what the Colonel thinks.
Oh, that's Billy from Stranger Things, is it not?
Get back to who you really are.
And what is the boy?
Yeah, it is too. Look, who plays Billy in Stranger Things.
Going to start with "Here Comes Santa Claus."
I ain't sang in front of an audience in a long time.
That's my point. Is Here Comes Santa Claus next?
Absolutely.
Singing Hound Dog? What does that have to do with Christmas?
Sing the music that I want. Music that I love.
Wow. So we wouldn't have got this special. We wouldn't have gotten this TV special, bro, if the Colonel had his way. Colonel Sanders.
Full house.
Full house?
You'll be hearing from our lawyers.
Bobby Kennedy's been shot! Bobby Kennedy's been shot, everybody!
Damn, so this happened while he was performing this.
We gotta get back to work. It needs a voice right now to help it heal.
Mr. Presley, does not make statements. Merry Christmas and good night. But it has nothing to do with us.
It has everything to do with us.
I am a promoter. That is what I do.
And I'm Elvis Presley. That's what I do.
You have embarrassed the sponsors. You have embarrassed yourself. You have embarrassed me. Because I will no longer be the promoter of your career.
See? Uh-huh. Oh, I didn't realize that interaction took place. That's interesting.
I will see you in the morning, Mr. Presley.
Now, this is the real side of the manager we're starting to see. Yeah, we're starting to see. At the beginning, it was different. It's like all of a sudden he shoved his hand up Elvis' ass that far that he was using him as a puppet, yeah, for his own gain. And I'm telling you right now, man, this movie doesn't do justice to how much of a prick the manager was.
We just must not tolerate the sway of violent men among us.
Oh, was this the one that wasn't supposed to get out?
Here comes Santa Claus.
We're pretty set for the number tomorrow, right, EP?
When things are too dangerous to say, sing.
Gonna get a rehearsal going very shortly.
Gentlemen, take a seat. You and I are on the same page at last.
With too much rain.
But the special was my idea. It was a tremendous hit, but some people were putting ideas into his head.
And the only reason why he stayed around because of his own personal gain. I'm telling you guys right now, this right here is when it should have cut ties. Boom. Should have cut ties.
London, Germany, Japan. Hewlett here's got it all lined up.
Go where you want, play where you want, and if they don't like it, you go someplace else.
$1 million for one night. I mean, why the Colonel would turn that down?
Because the Colonel wasn't allowed to leave the country. Oh, God, I'm telling you guys right now. Oh, they better shed light on this, man. They better shed light on this Colonel prick. I'm telling you right now. They better shed light on his manager. This movie better shed light on what the freaking managers was up to.
Hit me.
See?
Hit me.
I can't. Sorry.
You've run up quite a tab, Colonel.
See?
You've lost your meal ticket.
And I think this is what contributed to him being stuck in Vegas because of his manager. And this is why this movie's going to get sad now. Because that's when he had to pay the manager's debts back in Vegas for the entertainment. Yeah. Just think about how amazing it would have been like for everyone to witness Elvis around the world. Damn it, man. Like, the talent that got wasted. the talent that got wasted. Oh.
No passport, no residency. You were never a colonel. Andres Van Kalk.
Huh.
I don't know why you can't just let the lawyers take care of it.
I have to see him in Vegas. My mind's made up. Business is business. He and I are done.
You just had a heart attack. You're not meant to get out of bed.
Heart attack? I think we need to go our separate ways.
If your daddy would not like the sound of that brand new international hotel.
Mighty big stage.
You could give them the greatest show on earth. So they will cover all of the costs of putting together your
Of course they would,
show.
yeah.
You just play here for 6 weeks.
Because you owe them money.
Snowman strikes again. And a 30-piece orchestra.
Wasn't that song fitting, yeah? Caught in a trap, huh?
We're gonna do something different.
Ain't nobody. If I was you, I would book him for 100 years. But we hear Hewlett has him doing a world tour. Provided he was paid pretty well.
My manager of many years, Colonel Sanders.
He could make from one night $1 million+. He could make $1 million+ from one night performance. You got to pay everyone. So let's just say 700 to 750,000 he could make from one night's performance at a concert. There you go.
That is what my boy would expect. What are you going to pay me? If you bring him back every year, I'll make it worth your while.
That's what we all... If you don't know, then I don't know what rock you've been living under. But that's what we all know about. Right there, ladies and gentlemen.
As long as that boy stays on that stage. I saw in her face that night.
Such a fine show.
Guess that's your new manager over there, hmm?
I can't wait to show the world what you and I can do.
The world will see the show, whatever it takes.
I'd like to go to Europe. I'd like to go to Japan.
We discussed with Mr. Hewlett pertaining to the death threats. Death threats!
It's crazy because he had to do this every single night, bro. Every single night. Jesus Christ, man. No wonder why he died.
Have you thought about security, Jim?
Of course I have.
There is nothing more important than security.
See, and to this day, I still think, like, guys, let me tell you something, right? I still 100% think that that was done by his manager, the death threats, yeah? The death threats were done by his manager. To this day, I 100% am convinced that was him.
Overexcited fans from Peru, but...
We know he did, dude.
Elvis Presley has apparently checked into a private suite, suffering from exhaustion.
Such a lovely girl, Miss Kate. Unit security is not what it needs to be.
We're taking the show to the world, Colonel. I ain't gonna disappoint those fans.
We could do an American tour. But in the meantime, here in America, we put on a great show. Taking care of business. Once you're in the air, Dr. Nick will ensure your rest.
Yeah, and someone had the nerve to tell me, oh, they were just IV going getting pumped into him because of his lack of water intake and everything like that. So they needed to let's just say rehydrate him. It's crazy because there's a lot of people out there that would say, look, I'm not a massive Elvis fan. Yeah, I'm not a massive Elvis fan. But there's so many people out there that would say, oh, Elvis did all of this himself. Yeah, it was all on him. Like, he got addicted to drugs and eating very poorly. There was more to it, guys. There was more to it. And I'm glad this movie's shining light on it.
It was life on the road, just like the old days. But I still kept my promise. I brought the world to him. He was addicted to the love he felt from you on stage. So, in the lonely moments between shows,
You give my baby girl a big hug from me, okay?
lost.
I'm leaving you, and I'm taking Lisa with me. What I want is a husband. I am your wife. I am your wife.
Do you remember the last time that the three of us sat down and had dinner together?
You still love me? You're 40 and I'm 50. We'll be back together.
Okay, if I stay, I'll never leave. You have to let me go.
Damn, man. That's tough.
He won't allow it.
You are a man, Mr. Presley.
That the Colonel's killing his greatest asset without a reason. So what is the reason?
He lied. There wasn't going to be an international tour because he can't leave the country.
See?
He doesn't exist. There never was a Colonel Tom Parker.
Colonel's a smart man. There's got to be another reason.
The only thing that matters is that that man gets up on that stage tonight.
What can you do for him, Dr. Nick?
They'll mention the VIPs that are here.
We got some high rollers. Is my so-called manager, Colonel Tom. That Colonel is an alien. Because Colonel's got some big debts, baby.
Stop this show. Stop this show.
You don't have a goddamn passport, you son of a bitch!
If I...
So they ended up finding out
This is
about his crap.
What is this?
That's what we owe the Colonel. We're broke. Gotta take the Colonel back.
I'm not taking it back!
I'm gonna shoot you in your fat goddamn face.
Yes, I have lived from you too. But the difference is you have also lived from me, reaching for eternity. If you do choose to leave, well, I, for one, will be very lonely.
See, and that's what he did. He played with Elvis. He played with him. He had him as a puppet. He had him as a puppet, and it was just...
Are you lonesome?
So this makes me think, like, if he had a financial advisor, and not his dad, I feel like his mum was so important to him. His dad, like, I don't know, I feel like his dad was a bit of a, if you ask me, yeah, his dad was a bit of a dick. And that's just my opinion, I don't know. That's just my opinion, I've always thought that.
I want things to go back to the way they were. Tell Colonel to send up Dr. Nick.
Here we go.
It's a beautiful day in Las Vegas with lots going on this weekend. And for the older crowd, Elvis is back for a 5th year. And don't we love him?
Sounds like it won't be much of a stretch for him to play the role of a washed-up singer.
Come on, baby.
Good girl. Bye. Bye, baby.
Oh.
How are you doing?
And you know what? That's probably the only person, if not the first time, this whole entire movie, that someone has asked him that, how are you doing? And sometimes that's all it takes.
After the show, you can fly directly and be in the clinic before anyone knows. It's all been arranged.
I never made the classic film that I could be proud of.
Please go. For Lisa.
Elvis Presley died today. He was 42.
President Carter has just made a statement.
Elvis Presley's death.
Them doctors say it was his heart.
You.
Others,
it was you.
It was love.
That's what I mean. That's why I say it was somewhat Elvis as well, yeah? Because he loved too much. He loved too much. And it's not just the fans. It was family.
An album called Unseen Melody.
With all his heart and soul.
I hungered for your touch, Godspeed.
When I was a child, ladies and gentlemen, I was a dreamer. So every dream that I ever dreamed has come true 100 times. So I'll keep singing a song.
Oh, man. "42, man. 42 years old, man. See, 42 years old, guys. And I feel like he wasted so many years. So many years where he could have left his mark even greater on the world than he did. Because when he sung from the heart. He sung with passion, and he sung songs that were never heard before, songs that you will rarely hear back then. And now music to this very day is influenced by him. All sorts of music, even hip hop. And that's incredible. That was his legacy left behind. It wasn't because he was performing in Vegas. It was because his music touched souls. It touched people. And this is why I was saying from the beginning, his manager, 75% of the reason why he died was because of his manager. 25% was the rest on him. And I feel like they even said it. Like, they showed you the napkin, the famous napkin that everything was written down on. That famous napkin, guys. They even said it. $1 million would have been made in one night on tour. It's nuts. And his dad was supposed to be his financial supporter and advisor. And yet he didn't even have control of the company. It was the manager. And that's why, like, a lot of people in the music industry and movie industry, their managers use them. Yes, we understand that. The managers get them roles in performances and in acts and in movies. But also, a lot of them abuse and manipulate the people they're working for. And that's what managers don't realize, that the manager is working for them. They're not working for the manager. And that happens with everything, guys. It happens with absolutely everything. You hire a manager, you hire someone to conduct on behalf of you, and yet they think you are owned by them. It's so weird how that works. It's actually so weird. You have record label companies, you have companies out there that sign people up to a lifetime contract and they don't even know. It just makes you think. Like, I've researched so much about Elvis. It just makes you think that, what steps could he have done differently? Do you think him putting on that performance and sending him away to the army would have stopped his mum having a meltdown like she did? Because I feel like his mum played such an influence on his life. His mum was always there and she was always trying to do the right thing by him. do you think maybe she would have had more of a say about everything and controlled the Colonel? Because I feel like as soon as the mum died, the Colonel then started to take more control of Elvis's life. Were the drugs supplied to the mum from the Colonel's people? Was this the plan from Parker the whole time? There's so many things like that this manager was like one of the worst human beings on the planet, yeah? One of the worst human beings on the planet. So the worst thing you can think possible, quite possibly could have happened. He would have done that. Anything that you think of, like, oh, could that have been him? Quite possibly could have been him. There are so many things, guys, that went on in Elvis's life that makes you think and wonder, like, what the hell happened in that situation? And I think that his weight spiraled out of control when his wife left him. When Priscilla left him, I feel like that was it. That was just when everything went downhill from there with his health. And he decided to give up. Because his daughter and his wife were the things that were inspiring him and his mum. And it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. And then, boom, he hit his all-time low when she said I was leaving. And then, once again, Barker, what did he do? He used the threat of owing $9 million. I would have said to him, okay, I'll pay you back. Yep. I'm going to go on this tour. I'll be back in a year's time. You can have your money, but I'm not doing anything you say anymore. I would have done that. I honestly would have done that. He would have sold so much going on that tour, guys. He would have made hundreds of millions of dollars from that tour alone. And he would have been able to do something he loves. Singing in different cities, visiting different countries. That's what his dream was. But no, he was manipulated by a fat old man. A fat, disgusting human being. I wanted to say that the whole movie, by the way, because like I said, guys, I've known from the beginning. I've researched about Elvis through what my mother has taught me and everything like that. But, man, it's funny because growing up, a lot of people were saying, oh yeah, the limelight got too much for him and he started to get lazy and stuff like that. And people don't realize what actually happened. And it wasn't until I got older, I was in high school, I started researching about Elvis a lot. And like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Elvis's music, okay? I'm not the biggest fan. I know his music, but I'm not the biggest fan. But what I found out about Elvis was just, it was incredible. He was an incredible person, an incredible human being. And he inspired everyone. And the people that hated him were the ones that weren't making money from him at the beginning. And then once they realized they were making money from him, no one cared. No one cared at all. I mean, you even had former presidents signing him to go to the army. And then when he died, you had a new president declaring it was the worst thing possible that could happen to America. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy how the world works like that. I honestly, guys, I'm giving this 10 out of 10. Another 10 out of 10. Another banger of a movie, guys. I absolutely loved it. I mean, this is something I'm going to put my mum onto this, yeah? It was sensational. Absolutely sensational. I love the acting, guys. The acting, the music, the storyline, like how they made this beautiful storyline out of such a sad situation was incredible. So it's a testament to the director himself. I think it was Baz Luhrmann. Let me have a look. I think it was Baz Luhrmann. Yeah, Baz Luhrmann. Yeah. So, I mean, Tom Hanks as well. Tom Hanks was brilliant as as Tom Parker. And yeah, my hat goes off to Austin Butler. That was sensational acting by him. Absolutely sensational acting, and what an absolute superstar he is. Like everything from his body language to his persona, he got it all down pat, guys. He just got everything to perfection. And the makeup staff did an amazing job with the Elvis costumes and the makeup and everything. And also how they made him look fat at the end there. And then they showed some real footage. Was sensational. Absolutely sensational. I loved it. I absolutely loved it, guys. 10 out of 10 from me. Thank you for requesting this. Absolutely sensational movie. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you can go check this out in full with me, it'll be down in the description down below. Go click on the link. I love you all. I'll speak to you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and peace out, guys.